Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nayri, also known as Wedding Fashion Expert. This week we are talking about how to set a budget for your wedding dress and what does setting a budget even mean. Before we dive into this week's topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment below, let me know if there's a particular video topic you'd like me to create a video on. I am here for you, guiding you along the way leading up to your special day. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am so honored that you have found me. I am, of course, a wedding fashion expert, stylist, buyer, and wear so many different hats at LOVELLA Bridal, located in Los Angeles, California. For daily content, be sure to follow us on Instagram at LOVELLA Bridal, at LOVELLA Plus, and at Wedding Fashion Expert. Don't forget to hit the follow button on TikTok at LOVELLA Bridal and at Wedding Fashion Expert as well. I specifically wanted to create a video on this because lately I have had so many brides in store that are just so confused on what they should spend on their wedding dress. And because of this confusion, I thought, you know what, let's create a video on this and let's talk about the idea of being told that you have to set a budget for your wedding. I'm not here to tell you to not set a budget. That is not at all the intention of this video. But if you think about the word budget, a budget is a limiting word. While yes, we need to come up with a number in which that we want to spend, but a budget feels very limiting. Perhaps there are people out there who want to limit themselves on what they can spend. Personally, I like to change the way that I look at it. I don't want to be limited in that I can't spend anymore, that I'm limited, there's a roof on this ceiling and I can't go above it. Not because I need to spend more money, that's not the point of it. It is more about for your mind and the way in which that you approach it. So when you're setting a budget for your entire wedding, you are setting this arbitrary number when you don't even know what the dollar buys you. And this is exactly what I see when brides come in to LOVELLA. They have set a number that they think is enough, or maybe it's too much, or they really have no idea, but they've set this random number as their budget for their wedding dress when they haven't even understood what the dollar buys them for that amount, for the style. So for example, if you came to me and said that you wanted a completely Swarovski crystal wedding dress for under $5,000, it's not possible. Can I get you a dress that sparkles under $5,000? All day long. Is it going to have Swarovski crystal and be bedazzled completely throughout? Absolutely not. So understanding what the dollar buys you is extremely important when you're setting these price points that you want to spend on your wedding dress. So the way that I want you to look at things, instead of saying this is what I'm budgeting, I want you to look at it as this is what I'm investing. I am willing to invest X amount of dollars. That doesn't mean it needs to be more money than what you were going to budget, but there's a different energy behind what you're willing to invest, because that is something that you're willing to spend money on, that is an investment, whether it's emotional, whether it's practical, whether it's monetary gain in the future, whatever the investment is, it's still an investment. So if you want to call it a budget, you can, but there's less joy in that. Oh, my budget for this is X amount versus I'm willing to invest this much because this brings me joy, excitement, and happiness. Or maybe I'm only going to invest this much because I don't see the value in spending more. Great. Different energy behind it, and there's a different excitement towards it. So that's why I just want to change the vocabulary a little bit there. I want you to look at it as, is this something I value? Is it not something I value? Am I going to invest more or am I going to invest less? I want you to approach planning your wedding this way. If the alcohol is priority and you want to invest more there, then great, do that. If it's flowers, if it's food, if it's the cake, if it's your wedding shoes, the DJ, photography, whatever it is, you have to prioritize what is the most important things and where are you not willing to compromise. And I always want to throw out there, your photography, Your videos are what capture the day. You never really look at yourself on wedding day, right? It's the way the photographers and the videographers capture you. What are they capturing you in? What you're wearing, how you look, your hair and makeup, and the way in which you're photographing. So investing into those key things that are going to create those forever memories by documenting this special day for you, in my opinion, is up there. Okay, that's just my opinion. And I also think that it's really worth investing in having either a day of coordinator, planner, or an event designer to take the stress off of you so that you can enjoy the day. That's something I believe investing in. So it's a matter of you and your fiance sitting down and creating a list of things that are important for you to invest in. And then the next step is to find out what those things cost. How are you supposed to know what you're going to spend and what this costs if you have no idea what the dollar buys you? So that is what's so important. On our website at lovellabridal.com, you can shop our wedding dresses. We have them separated by designer, and each designer gives you a price range so that you're able to see more or less based on photos what the dollar would buy you. Now, when you come in person, you're going to be able to touch and feel and see, okay, a dress under $2,000 is going to have less layers of material. It's going to have less lace. It's going to have less volume. If I spend over $2,500, I am going to see the difference from the under $2,000 dresses of it having more layers, more drama, more sparkle, more lace detail, longer trains, wider trains. So these are the things that you're going to start to see what the dollar buys you when you're in person, where let's maybe say you set the investment amount of $2,000 for your wedding dress. But then if you were to spend $2,500 or $3,000, maybe you're getting that more dramatic look that you end up loving in person. Or maybe the price that you set is perfect for the look that you wanted to achieve on wedding day. So when it comes to how to set this budget, a lot of it you could do from looking online based on what I told you on our website. But the second step is going to find out how things fit, the construction, the feel, the price difference between the two, and identifying what works for you, what makes you feel beautiful and confident, what makes you feel secure while you're in the dress, and also the design coming through. So while yes, you can set an earmark of what to invest, tell your fiance that that is not set in stone, because you need to go in, shop, and get an understanding of what do alterations cost, right? There's still sales tax on top of the dress, accessories, your veil, your jewelry. These are often things that people often don't think about. So going in, picking up the phone, talking to the bridal store, understanding what alterations are, calculating the tax on the price that you're willing to invest onto your dress, understanding what the accessories, what's the average cost of a veil, and why are veils in bridal stores more expensive than what is online? I can tell you that really easily, and I can show it to you in store. What you buy online are very narrow veils. What you see in stores are extremely wide, which matches the width of your trains, which makes for a more dramatic look. Why should I invest in a veil that I'm only wearing for 30 minutes? Because the photos last a lifetime. It's not about the amount of time that you're in the article of clothing or in the jewelry. It's about the photos. And investing in your jewelry is so worth it because you can rewear those pieces after wedding day. So I do encourage you to invest in some beautiful statement earrings. Maybe it's a bracelet. Maybe it's a something blue ring that you choose to wear, right? Investing in these things also mean that you get to rewear them and have that as a memento past the wedding date. All in all, this video was just to give you some peace of mind and a little bit of understanding that you can't really set a realistic budget or investment amount until you know what the dollar buys you and you understand the full scope of the cost that is involved into buying a wedding dress, having it tailored properly, because it is not like the ready-to-wear clothing we wear that's stretchy and molds to our body. It has structure, it has construction, it is a gown that requires tailoring to be fit to your body and your proportions and hold you in beautifully. I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you have any further questions, drop me a line below. For more videos and tips like these, be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will see you in next week's video.